Welcome folks to the start of a brand new Let's Play, this one being Shin Megami Tensei 3, Nocturne. Now I am familiar with the Shin Megami Tensei series, as some others of you out there might be. If you've ever played Persona, this is the series that Persona is a spin-off of, so you might recognise a few similarities when we get into the game. Another anecdote, I owned the original Nocturne for PS2, and I'm in the European jurisdiction, and for some reason over here it was called Lucifer's Call back then. It's been released as Nocturne now. Not quite sure why they decided to change the name and then change it back, and well, I don't believe know. But anyway, enough jargon from me, let's get straight into it. This intro might take a while, so yeah, we're going to go with normal difficulty. Those two in the background will become relevant later.
A world that loses its power will fade into nothing. If such is the fate of this world, then I shall return it to its mother's womb. The world must first die, for it to be born again. This is the path to salvation, as foretold in an ancient prophecy. The world will fall for its sins, and everyone living will vanish. But I won't let you meet the same fate. I want to help you hold on to your life. To do so, I need to know your name. Will you tell me who you are?
Okay, there is a drama CD based on this game. And as far as I know, that's the only time the Demi-Fiend has been given a name. But in that, he is known as Naoki Kashima. And I'm going to use that name for him in this playthrough. Okay, there we are. When you're entering a name in this game, by the way, you need to do it the Japanese way around. So family name first, and then given name second. Okay, and when it says enter a nickname, that's just the name that will appear on menus and stuff. I'm not sure if any other characters use the nickname when they're speaking to the Demi-Fiend, or Naoki as his name is here. Oops, I accidentally gave something away. But as for a nickname, I'm just going to call him Naoki.
That's right. As of now, your will to live shall sustain you. Believe in it, and survive. I'm glad you understand. The time is near. Everything that is will be rewritten. I am the nurturer of the next world. The template for our future rests within my hands. Now, I want you to say my name aloud.
Okay, everyone apart from the protagonist does have a canon name in the game, and I'm just going to leave them as they are. So, the teacher, her name is Yuko Takao, or Yuko Takao, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. I think it's Takao. The Japanese language, pronunciation-wise, is very strange.
That's right. No, I won't shed another tear, not even at this world's end. Instead, I can invite you to the world that is to come. Now go ahead. Wake up. The time is here.
So I've got a text message. Jeez, that phone is old. Who uses flip phones now? But then again, this game was originally made in 2003, I think it was. Don't quote me on that. It was early 2000s either way. My classmate's name. Okay. Okay, well this guy's name is Isamu Nita. Yeah. Let's stick with the default name. Okay. So, let's just take a quick look at our protagonist. This is Naoki Kashima. And he's wearing a green hoodie underneath a cargo jacket and some really tight-fitting shorts and some regular trainers. Seems like there was a riot at Yoyogi Park. That's where we're supposed to meet our friends. I hope we can get in. Guess I will leave the area. Okay. Well, I must say, comparing to the original, well, from my personal experiences, everything looked so much, what's the word, crisper and clearer. Because, again, this might just be me, but the original seemed very blurry. Almost like it had a blur filter over it. But anyway, we need to go to Yoyogi Park, which is right here. We could go in the other way, but I think it's blocked off.
Great. The entire park's closed off.
I recognise that voice.
You can't even let a guy in to snap a few photos? Guess it's not my lucky day. You need something, kid? Well, here's what they said on TV. Panic erupts as a clash between corporate representatives and a civic organization ends in violent deaths. Pretty disturbing, right? But those who live on the fringe say it was a deeper struggle between two cults. Think that's your phone going off.
Hey, are you there? Finally I get a hold of you. What's taking you so long?
Okay, time to enter another classmate's name. This is Chiaki Tachibana.
I could see if it was our other friend, but you're never late. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Where are you now? Yoyogi Park? Well, since you decided not to show, we had to leave without you. We're almost there now. So, yeah, would you mind coming straight to the hospital? You do know which hospital it is, right? Shinjuku Medical Center. Just go east from Shinjuku Station and keep going. You can't miss it. I guess this works out. I was planning to ask our teacher for career advice, so I'll just go ahead of you. Thanks. Keep in mind, I don't plan on staying too long. Okay, see you later.
You're on your way to Shinjuku Medical Center? That's also where I'm headed, oddly enough. Go figure. Why don't you hang on to this? It's a copy of our upcoming issue. I'm assuming you don't know what went down here. Then, you probably don't know what kind of place that hospital is either. The name's Hijiri, author of The Ring of Gaia and the Scripture of Moroku. Might want to give that a read.
Okay, this guy's giving us his magazine.
Normally, you wouldn't associate a hospital with the occult. That hospital is anything but normal. Or so they say. There's a lot of misinformation floating around these days. If it turns out I'm wrong, just laugh it off, okay? Anyway, I'd better be going. Oh yeah, in the event we run into each other again, let me know how you liked my article.
Alright, Hijiri, will do. And as I said, I recognise his voice. That was Chris Tagliaferra, and I really hope I pronounced his name right. But no, the reason I recognise him is because he voices my all-time favourite Danganronpa character, that being Gundam Tanaka from the second game. He was also Silver Zoldike in the Hunter x Hunter dub. The Funimation dub, that is. Yeah, Silver is Killua's dad. You know, the big muscly guy with the long blonde hair. Right, here we are in the hospital, and there's Chiaki.
Well, hey! About time. Is it just me, or is something seriously off here? There isn't anyone in sight. No nurses, no patients. Look, even the reception desk is empty. Don't you think there's something weird about this place? I sure do. Anyway, you know who is looking for a teacher right now. And big surprise, he's still gone. He'd better not be off goofing around. Oh, what's with that magazine? Knowing your taste, it probably wouldn't interest me.
And what's that supposed to mean? What are you implying?
Ayakashi Monthly. Never heard of it before. What? It's an occult magazine? Why would you bring something like that here? Well, maybe it could help me kill some time. Anyway, can you go find that bonehead? If he can't find our teacher, then I don't want to be here another minute. You should be on the second floor, where the patients' rooms are. I'll be waiting down here. Oh, and leave the mag with me. Don't leave me hanging too long, okay?
Okay, looks like we've got to go look for our buddy Isamu. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Chiaki was reading the book from left to right. Well, she turned the page from left to right anyway, which means she would have been reading from right to left, which is a thing in Japan. Yeah. For example, manga you read from the right side to the left. I think Isamu is this way. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that was a thing. While I was playtesting, I went over to that side where we just saw Isamu, but it seems that cutscene will trigger no matter which side you walk to, which means the room that you find Isamu in will also change. So I do believe that means he'll be in this room.
Oh man, you scared the crap out of me. Why'd you go sneaking up like that? Jeez, you come here late, you cause trouble. You know what? Forget it. Not worth it. I'm sure you've already noticed, but this place has been cleaned out. Think everyone, died off?
It's a bit of a grim perspective.
I called our teacher to make sure this was it. She clearly told me. Shinjuku Medical Center. I could have at least put up a notice or something so visitors aren't clueless. Maybe someone unleashed a deadly virus in here.
You mean like the No, I better not say that.
I've already checked out everywhere she might be. I'm running out of places to look. Think we should just call it? Alright, I'm gonna head back down and check out how our other lady's doing. I bet she's all pissed because I've been gone so long. It ain't easy pleasing a princess. Anyway, I really hope this isn't the shitstorm it's shaping up to be.
Foreshadowing much? Okay, looks like Osamu's left. Let's go after him, shall we? We need to head back downstairs. Yeah, we should be able to just head straight to the elevator and down. Still reading that magazine, Chiaki?
Oh, you're back. So, you know that special report at the beginning of the magazine? Well, it says some things that are more than a little unsettling. According to this, there's a group of demon worshippers who call themselves the Ring of Gaia. And they're right here in Japan.
Really?
Apparently, they believe in this book of prophecy called the Scripture of Miroku.
Hold up, that's the scripture that was mentioned in the opening credits.
In that book it says that chaos will engulf the world, and these people are trying to cause that somehow. Whether their idea of chaos means terrorism or something else entirely, the reporter couldn't figure that out. But get this.
No luck finding her. I even checked the men's room.
Didn't need to know that. We're in the middle of a conversation here, so save those details for later.
What do you mean? How can I have a conversation? I'm a silent protagonist.
Now, listen to this part. A hospital on the east side of Shinjuku is closely linked to the organization's sinister plan.
Let me guess. That ends with, find out more in our next issue. Though it wouldn't surprise me if that article had some truth to it. I've heard some real spooky shit about this place. Like how they run deadly experiments on patients. Or how a psychic started shrieking and bolted out of here.
Now that sounds interesting.
And of course, there's a rumor that a cult's behind it all.
You're serious? I never knew any of that. Maybe we really shouldn't have come here. I almost feel stupid for buying into some bizarre tabloid. But it does get one thing right. How creepy this hospital is.
Mm-hmm. We really need to find her, don't we? Okay, we search this place top to bottom one last time. Nothing pops up, we assume nothing's wrong, and we split. By the way, looks like you can reach the annex from the second floor. I'll go take a look up there. Whereas you have the honor of searching the basement. Oh, and you'll need this.
Okay, we have an ID card now.
You're the one who found the card. Why don't you search the basement? Could it be you're too scared?
Come on, this is me we're talking about. The only reason he's going is because I'm sure there's nothing down there. Look, all you need to do is confirm that our teacher isn't in the basement. Got it? After all, saving the day is my job.
Oh really? Then why am I the protagonist and not you?
Should things take a turn for the worse, just run like hell, okay?
I can't believe him sometimes. Anyway, let's focus on finding our teacher. No matter what, we have to make sure she's safe.
Alright, and with that we need to head to the basement. Okay. Moving swiftly on. We don't have to go in that room, but there's something interesting I should show you. What is going on in here? Yeah, an operating table and, what is that, a hexagram or an octagram on the floor. That's not innocent. Also, there's pentagrams on these flags. And a pentagram in the middle of the symbol on the floor. Yeah, it looks like there are sinister things going on in this hospital. But either way, to advance the plot, we need to go into this room here, AO2. Eerie sounds. Yep, that sounds like progress to me. Well, hello, who's this?
Who is it? Who dares disrupt this stillness?
It's your energy provider. You haven't been paying your bills.
Only a lost lamb. A well-known poet once said, April is the cruelest month. Have you any inclination as to why?
Easter?
Because it is then one awakens from a long sleep and faces the barren world. Our history as a species is similarly barren, comprised of empty trivialities. The worthless overgrowth of a civilization blind to its sins. Continuous war and bloodshed. And thousands of years of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The world needs to wipe its slate clean. The way to salvation was foretold in the scripture of Miroku. And today, that prophecy shall be fulfilled.
Not really a prophecy if you're forcing it to happen. I'm pretty sure prophecies are supposed to just happen. But no, he's mentioned that scripture again. Sounds a lot more important than I thought it'd be.
The old world will sink like a setting sun, and the new world will arise in its place. Now, how should I deal with you?
Oh, come on, I'm just a high school kid. Nothing will happen if you let me go.
You weren't among our followers who survived the purge at the park.
Oh, so that was your responsibility, was it? You killed all those people at the park.
Oh, you're her acquaintance. Come to think of it, this was a hospital, wasn't it? And you merely came to visit her.
Yeah, so what's the big beef? Just let me
However, even a pebble creates ripples when cast in water.
go. That depends. What if it's a rushing river? Drop a stone into a rushing river, and the current just courses over it as if it was never there. I wonder how many of you will get that reference.
And while I do feel pity for you, your life ends here.
Oh, but why? Wait, what's he doing? Oh, he's summoning a demon.
Do not be afraid. All the inhabitants of this world will follow before long. Your time has just come a bit sooner. That's all.
No, I'm gonna face this with dignity. Come at me, bro.
You fool. No one can overcome their fate.
Stop!
Huh?
What? You can't even let one person go?
Oh yeah, that last choice, it doesn't matter what you pick. Yuko will stop Hikawa from killing you.
What effect could he possibly have on our plan?
However insignificant he is, I am not a man of exceptions. You know this.
Fine. If you don't spare him, then consider our partnership over.
Such a troublesome maiden. Well, I'll leave the teaching to the teacher. Please leave this room. I would like to enjoy this blissful end in solitude.
I'll be waiting on the roof. We'll have a good view of the city from there. Come, see it with your own eyes. Witness that which will change the world.
Well, okay, if you say so. So, we need to head up to the roof. No, not that way. There is another operating room down here, but it's empty. Oh, okay, who are those two?
What's wrong, my little master? Are you curious about that person over there? Oh, is that so? My. But right now, we have other matters to attend to. Let's do that afterward.
Oh, okay. Strange. Well, however those two are, they seem to have a bit of a plan in mind for me. Alright. So, to the roof.
So, here we are again. I'm glad I intervened when I did. I wouldn't want you to fall prey to a demon.
Why, thank you for the concern.
You heard what Hikawa said, right? This world is about to be swallowed by chaos. It's called the Conception. The rebirth of the world. An event which no human has ever witnessed. Everyone outside of this hospital will perish. I doubt anyone would approve of such a terrible thing. But even if we did keep this old world alive, it would eventually lose all its power. The world must first die, for it to be born again. and I alone will carry the burden of its sin. As for regrets, I have none. What matters is that fate reached out and led you here. And it is your fate to live through the conception. It may actually be more painful than death. But I believe in you. Please. Come find me when it's done. No matter how the world changes, I'll be your pillar of strength. It is my duty as the maiden to take part in shaping the new world. Meaning I can show you a better way to live. I know it must be difficult for you to understand. But we're out of time. Listen. If you can find me on your own, I promise to tell you everything. The answers to all your questions, and what my intentions really are.
Who would enter my world, reveal your heart to me. You have nothing stirring within you, not even a hint of reason. For the one who will shape the world, this cannot be. Go forth and discover yourself. What will be the legacy of your existence?
That's a very existential question. Oh, hello, it's them two again.
Do not be afraid. My little master has taken an interest in you.
Has he really?
Pitiful human though you are, he wishes to grant you a gift.
I'm not too sure as I want it.
It is vital that you receive it, and I'm afraid you have no choice.
Well, if I did have a choice, this wouldn't be much of a game, would it?
Please try not to struggle.
Wait, what are you doing?
It will only hurt for an instant.
Let me go. What's that thing?
Enjoy your last moments as
No, no, stop, stop. Ow, ow, that hurts. Ow, ow, that thing is burrowing into my eye. Ow, ow, stop! Okay.
Magatama is the essence of demonic power. With it, you have joined the ranks of demons.
I beg your pardon.
My little master is always watching, so please try not to bore him.
Wait. You've obtained the Magatama I have no idea how to pronounce that. Marogara? Yeah. Okay, anyway, back into gameplay. It seems that whatever that old woman and the boy put in our eye, we've transformed into a sort of demon. A half demon, if you will. Or maybe a demi-fiend. Yeah, in the other games that he appears in, cameo or otherwise, he's always known as the demi-fiend. I might refer to him as demi-fiend or Naoki, depending on the situation. But, yeah. One more thing before we move on. Here's our menu. As you can see, in the party list there's just me for the time being. And where it says Naoki, that is where your nickname will appear, whatever nickname you picked. So here's the Magatama list. That's the one that the old woman and the boy put in our eye. That is Marogare. I'll probably pronounce that loads of different ways. But no, I'll take this opportunity to explain the Magatama system. You can find several throughout the game, and they will each grant you different skills as you level up. So let's say you've got this one, which is for physical skills, and you level up, you gain a skill, and then switch to a different one which has, say, fire skills. You will keep what you've already learnt, but then will start learning other skills. I'll probably pick and choose to suit me as the game goes on and as we find new Magatamas. I could probably give you a more broad explanation of the system when we find a new Magatama. But let's keep moving. Okay, it seems we're back in the medical centre. Or the basement of the medical centre, to be exact. Well, for all you know, I'm just a boy who's got a spike jutting out the back of his neck and is covered in bitchin' tattoos. You're just a glowing blue light thingy. Oh, we can't go that way just yet. Oh. Okay, something's going on inside that room, it seems. Oh, it's Hijiri.
Who's there? Wait. Aren't you that kid I met at the park? What in God's name happened to you? I see. Well, at least you still think like a human. That aside, you know what the hell's going on here?
I'm afraid I haven't a clue.
I was blinded by a bright light. After that, I was in this room. From the look of it, we're in some sort of hospital. Seeing as you're here too, I take it this is Shinjuku Medical Center? Well, first things first. As much as I want to know what's going on out there, It's not exactly safe to walk around. Have you come across any of them yet?
If by them you mean demons, then no, I haven't.
Well, they're definitely not human. My guess is that they're demons. My strange experience, your new look, and these weird creatures. Something tells me calling the cops won't do us any good.
Okay, if there are any cops to call.
But damn, if my hunch is right, there's an actual explanation for all this. Though I'd rather not believe it. This is Shinjuku Medical Center. You can't just rule it out. The conception may have occurred for real. You know, I've seen a barrel like this before. If I remember right, it belonged to a man named Hikawa. He's gotta be behind this somehow. Just standing here talking won't do us any good. Listen, if you're strong enough to fight, could you gather some information while you're at it? I tried talking to what looked like a ghost, but I didn't have much luck. What's happened to the world? And is there anyone else out there? We can only find the answers by finding other people. I wish I could do it myself, but I doubt I'd last long against a demon. Besides, I imagine studying this thing has its own merits. So for now, I'll leave it to you.
Okay, so that red symbol you saw on the door as we came in, that signifies that this is a save point, and that's what these weird barrels are. So, let's take the opportunity to save. Yes, I have a save here that's it's just for playtesting, so I think I can overwrite that one now. Okay, I apologise that we didn't actually get any battles in for this first video, but the opening is very, very plot heavy and it takes a lot of time, so well, at least we can look forward to the next video, which I'm pretty sure will have some real gameplay. So yeah, when we come back, we'll explore the hospital and maybe do battle with a demon or two. See you then, folks. Bye.